Hi, my name is Sabrina Florentino, and I am the Alternative Livestock Systems Extension Educator at the University of Minnesota.
And my name is Katie Lee. I'm the Apiculture Extension Educator. Today, we are going to be talking about bee safe handling practices as part of our livestock safe handling video series.
When working with bees, it is important to know how to use a smoker. It interrupts defensive behavior posturing and alarm pheromone communication, making the bees easier to handle. Use a smoker to provide a good stream of dense, cool smoke. To light the smoker, place a small amount of dry fuel, like pine needles or wood shavings, inside the barrel of the smoker. Ramp the fuel up the side of the barrel. Add a little newspaper at the bottom of the barrel and light it. Newspaper is optional, but it can help start the fire. Work the bellows to gently draw the fire. Add a bit more fuel while working bellows. When the fire is well established with plenty of smoke, add more fuel to fill the barrel, packing firmly but not too tightly to prevent airflow. This will ensure the smoke is cool and the fire is not too hot. Hot smoke and sparks can make bees defensive. Frequent use of the smoker will keep the fire alight. Add more fuel as needed. When using the smoker, avoid touching the hot barrel of the smoker to prevent burns. Do not place a lit smoker in dry grass or in a similar environment. When you are not using the smoker, place it so the smoke blows away from you and does not affect your eyes or breathing. Extinguish the smoker before transport. Use an airtight smoker box, like an ammo can, to extinguish the smoker and make it safe to transport. Another option is to empty the smoldering smoker fuel and ash into a bucket of water. If it is windy and unsafe to empty the smoker, place a tight roll of leaves or paper in the smoker nozzle to smother the fire. Then place the hot smoker in a smoker box or metal bucket until the smoker is cold. When there are fire restrictions in your area, a smoker must not be used on a day of total fire ban unless you have a permit. A person must be in attendance of a lit smoker at all times. Bees are easier to manage when the weather is fair, the air temperature is 60 degrees Fahrenheit or above, there is some sun, and there is no strong wind. Work in good daylight when bees are flying to and from the hive. To open the hive and examine the combs, stand at the side of the hive. When possible, stand so sunlight shines over your shoulders to allow the sun to shine directly into the cells of the comb. This lighting makes it easier to spot eggs. Direct a few puffs of smoke into the hive entrance where the guard bees are located. When working multiple colonies in an apiary, first puff smoke in all the hives you will open and be next to. Smoke again as you open each hive. Use gentle beekeeping techniques to avoid making the bees defensive and killing bees. Squished bees release alarm pheromones that trigger defensive behavior. Remove the outer cover and puff a little smoke over the inner cover hole. Use the hive tool to lift the inner cover up at one corner and direct a few puffs of smoke over the tops of the frames. Remove the inner cover. Use your hive tool to push one of the side frames from the hive wall and adjoining frame. Slowly and smoothly remove a frame near the outside of the box. Inspect what is on it and leave it on end outside the colony. Set the frame against the box so wood touches wood. Do not block the hive entrance, which obstructs forager bees. There is now room to separate the remaining frames and remove them to inspect the combs as necessary. Failure to separate frames results in bees being rolled and crushed as each frame is lifted out of the box. This will cause bees to become defensive. Puff a little more smoke where you plan to place your fingers next. Then one by one remove and replace adjacent frames to check for eggs and for the queen. Return each frame to the box after inspecting it. Place each frame back in the same order that you removed it. When finished with the inspection, return the frame you set on end outside the hive. Later in the season, when you have more than one box on the colony, stack any hive boxes you remove for inspections on an upside-down telescoping cover or similar. Never put a box containing bees on a flat surface, as you will squash the bees on the bottoms of the frames. Apply more smoke if the bees gather on the top bars of frames. Direct smoke around the tops of the frames to ensure the bees remain manageable. When a hive of 2 or more boxes is opened, it is best to put the supers on an upturned cover placed near the front of the hive, but not directly in front of the entrance. Using the hive tool, lift the box about an inch at one corner, and then remove the box. Once lifted, avoid letting the box back down, which can squish bees. Separate boxes prior to a full inspection and when looking for the queen bee. Separating boxes can prevent squishing bees between the boxes when there is burr comb and prevents the queen from moving among boxes. Reassemble and close the hive in the reverse order. Use smoke to direct and move any bees that might otherwise be squashed when the hive lid and boxes are returned to their position. Remember, when working with bees, work gently and as quietly as possible. Avoid crushing bees as you work. This can spread the alarm pheromone and potentially disease. Ensure any defensive bees flying are no longer around you before removing your protective gear or being around other people. We hope this video helps you to work safely with your bees.